I first met Dr. Banh through a partnership with a number of different community-based organizations that were working together to share accurate information with immigrant and refugee community members.
So we work together in the same emergency department. It's a big, busy emergency department at CRMC. But over the years, we've developed different things that we do outside of the emergency department, and we keep finding new ways to collaborate.
I know Dr. Banh from when I was a resident, so he was one of my attendings when I started here for residency in 2016. So I knew him as a physician in the ED, and then when I was finishing up my residency, he approached me about his Fresno Mobile Heal COVID Equity Project because he had just started that. I graduated in 2020.
Well, I've known Kenny, or Dr. Banh, since 2004, when Kenny and his wife came as a pair, she in pediatrics, he in emergency medicine. Kenny was a resident with us from 2004 to 2008.
So I've known Dr. Banh since he joined the faculty, I believe back in around 2008 or so. Kenny is absolutely committed to the mission that we have in the Central Valley, the care for the underserved and the vulnerable populations that we have. He just has a passion about that, trying to make sure that other kids from the region get to follow the pathway that he did. He's the product of a refugee family that came to the United States. And he was able to carve out his pathway into medicine. And he feels very strongly about the fact that he wants to help the kids from our region who also come from underserved backgrounds have the opportunity to practice medicine.
Dr. Banh takes great joy in finding new ways to serve our community, especially people who don't have access to insurance, especially people who have a really hard time reaching the existing healthcare infrastructure that we have as a community. So through the Mobile Heal Project, Dr. Banh and his team have provided COVID-19 vaccines, flu shots, health screenings, and COVID tests throughout the community in places where people are already going in partnership with organizations that they already trust.
When we first heard about the Mobile Heal Unit, the whole concept of doing anything outside of the hospital in terms of medical care was really new. At least it was new to us here in the Central Valley. So when Kenny started talking about, we're going to go to where the people are, we're going to actually go meet them, in their neighborhood, out on the ranch, in their small communities, wherever that may be in rural Fresno County. And then all of a sudden, especially with the COVID pandemic, it just became the natural solution for so many of the challenges that we had. This mobile solution really came to be seen as something that was just a great fit for the needs of the community, and Kenny was able to step up and really just fill that role even more. Imagine what that does to broaden people's horizons, That really just plants the seeds to say, this can be done, this is what people deserve here in the Central Valley, and we're gonna bring it and make that happen.
A lot of people that go into emergency medicine want to serve the community, and I think that this is just an extension of that great work.
He's always very happy, very positive, and very encouraging. He's a great leader, and it's very nice for me to have this opportunity to work with him. And I hope, I can learn a lot from him in the future.
I think Dr. Banh gives back so much to the community because he has his eyes open to the reality of our valley and the reality of the disparities of our valley, and also the reality that there are things that we can do to address those disparities, and there are things that each of us can do every day to work towards equity.
One of the byproducts that tells you a lot about Kenny is, he hired a number of people to work in the COVID Equity Project, trained them as vaccine specialists to be delivering vaccines. And in this last year, I believe it was 6 people left his employment. And they left his employment because most of them were going to medical school. That didn't happen without Kenny's support, encouragement, and the fact that he gave a model to them about how they could enjoy that as a profession. So that says a lot about Kenny.
Congratulations, you did it! You got the special project award, and I'm super excited, and I'm very happy that you finally got the recognition that you do deserve.
I want to take this opportunity to congratulate UCSF and Dr. Kenny Banh for their incredible work that they provided to our community during the pandemic. Congratulations on the Special Project Award. You deserve it, and I thank you also for the many lives that you saved within our community.
Congratulations, Dr. Banh.
Congratulations, Kenny, on your very well-deserved award.
Congratulations, Kenny. My chest swells with pride with your wonderful good deeds for the community.
Kenny, I'm so happy that you've received this recognition for the amazing amount of work that you've done in the last 2.5 years, both for this community as well as UCSF Fresno. You really do deserve this recognition.